Empathy allows us to connect with others and to form deep emotional bonds, but it also makes it easy for you to be hurt and manipulated. When we pour our hearts out to someone and care for them, and all we get in return is indifference, ingratitude, or even abuse, we can feel like it would be much easier if we just didn't care at all. We can end up thinking that if we didn't feel so much, life would be easier. Because of this, many people close themselves off emotionally. They become guarded out of fear of being hurt again. But by not letting anyone else back in, they close themselves off from ever being connected with anyone. So the question is, how can you be empathetic without getting hurt all the time? I want to talk to you about one pitfall empaths can fall into that leads to this problem. And that is, when connecting with others, you forget about yourself. Empathy allows you to connect with someone else, to see their issues, their problems. You can see their life almost as if it were your own. We hear that they had a troubled childhood and that they still struggle with some of the issues. And that makes it so easy to be understanding when later they yell at us for some trivial mistake we make, or they make a joke at our expense. We think, they had a troubled childhood, of course they have some anger. We make the focus about being understanding and supportive of them, and by doing so, excuse their behavior. This essentially makes the relationship all about the other person. By being endlessly understanding of their behavior, you're constantly giving this person permission to do whatever they wish. All the while, your emotional energy is being drained, while this person might not even realize it. Eventually, after being endlessly supportive of this other person, with nothing in return, you're left feeling used and hurt. By being too empathetic, you make the relationship all about them. Almost like getting lost in a good book, you get so focused on understanding them, you almost get lost in their lives, and you forget about yourself and what you need. To help keep yourself from focusing entirely on them, ask yourself, are they interested in me? We get into relationships because we're interested in the other person, but we seldom ask ourselves if they are interested in us. We either assume it or take the other person at their word. But question your interactions with them. When you make plans, do they show up late and not warn you that they'll be late, or even apologize when they eventually show up? Are you the one who reaches out to them, contacts them, and makes plans with them? Do they often dismiss your feelings as trivial, or not even ask how you're doing? In other words, do they give you the same kind of care and attention you give them? When we like someone and want a relationship to work, it's so easy to dismiss all these little things that bother us in the name of making it work. And when you're highly empathetic, this problem is only amplified. You see, your emotional energy, attention, and time is an investment. In a relationship, you're basically giving a part of yourself to someone, which is why it's so draining when the other person doesn't value what you put into it. Don't give away your emotional energy and time. Make sure that they are interested in you. Make sure that they'll value your investment. And one way you can do this is by asking yourself, are they interested in me? Someone who's interested in you will reach out to you, check in on how you're doing, be there for you. They'll make plans to see you because they want to see you. They'll be interested in your thoughts and feelings because they care about you. Your empathy should be your means of connecting with people, of forming an emotional bond, and ultimately a relationship, not a burden of responsibility to carry every relationship on your back. Empathy is only draining when you're being empathetic with those who don't value you or your attempt to connect with them. On this channel, we want to help you rethink a lot of the issues we face in our culture. So if you want to hear more, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching.